All of that is one thing. And then an amazing day comes. You're in Jannah, enjoying the beauty of Jannah. And Jannah is beautiful. Subhanallah, everything in Jannah is beautiful. Some of you will look at your life partners and think, this is a bit ordinary, In Jannah, Subhan al-Khaliq, that ordinary person, that man that you're sitting next, who you're with, inshallah ta'ala, may Allah bless one and all. In Jannah, Allah Rabbul Izzah will give him the perfect age, 33 years young. Where he's got the strength of manhood and at the same time the wisdom of adulthood, 33 years. Size like our father Adam alayhi salam. Beauty competing with the beauty of Yusuf. Yusuf alayhi salam, beauty so dazzling. Once he entered the room, women were sitting, they were cutting fruits. So they summoned him, like, enter into. So when he entered, the door opens, Yusuf enters. The whole room turns to him like that, and they're hypnotized, mesmerized, be glued to him, So the Quran says, فَلَمَّا رَأَيْنَهُ أَكْبَرْنَهُ وَقَطَّعْنَ أَيْدِيَهُنَّ وَقُلْنَ حَاشَ لِلَّهِ مَا هَذَا بَشَرًا. When they see him mesmerized by his beauty, they cut the apple finishes, they're cutting their hand, but they can't feel it because, this is not a human being. Beauty, like the beauty of Yusuf alayhi salam. And for the sisters, Allah Rabbul Izzah says, إِنَّا أَنشَأْنَاهُنَّ إِنشَاءً. We will make them up anew again with a beauty befitting the beauty of Jannah. فَجَعَلْنَاهُنَّ أَبْكَارًا. We will make them untouched. عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. Linguistically sweet and elegant. Right now you're hoping for a sweet word from one another, like khalas, say one nice thing, and it's not happening. They will become masters of language, where, he talks or she talks and your heart skips a beat. And one of the scholars of hadith say, when you enter your house, your spouse, your righteous wife from this dunya, or the one that Allah will give you in the akhirah, will be there before you. And the first time you see her, one says, for 40 years you'll be stuck like that, like, oi, 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 Beauty out of this world. But that is all one thing. Then a day will come. You're in Jannah, enjoying its wonders. And the caller will call. Nada al-munadi. The caller will call. Ya ahl al-Jannah. O inhabitants of Jannah. Inna rabbakum tabaraka wa ta'ala yastazirukum fahayyi ala ziyarate. Your Lord wishes an audience with you. So rush to the meeting of your Lord. So they come. Mounts are prepared for them, Rolls Royces of the Akhirah. They will get on top of it and ride to the meeting of their Lord. And then they reach a vast opening valley. أمر رب تبارك وتعالى بكرسيه فنصب هناك. The throne and the kursi of Allah Rabbul Izzah is placed there. And then their stations are placed. Their places and stations of honor. Some will sit manabiru min nur. Some will sit on stations, on stages of light. Not glass under which there is light. Like light will hold you. They will recline on light. Others on pearls. Others on jewelry. Others on gold and silver. The lowest level on that day are those sitting on cushions of misk. Misk, for your reference, I was overseas. I'm not telling you where, but I was overseas. 10 milligrams, $3,000. That's that much. So they will sit on cushions of misk. And once they have sat and they've found comfort, the caller calls, Ya Ahl al-Jannah, O people of Jannah, Inna lakum inda Allahi maw'id, yuridu an yunjizakumuh. There's a promise of Allah left with you. He wishes to honor the promise. So they look at each other and they say, Ma huwa? What promise is this? ألم يبيض وجوهنا ويثقل موازيننا ويدخلنا الجنة ويزحزحنا عن النار. Didn't he make our faces glow bright? Didn't he make us traverse over Jahannam and enter us into Jannah? Didn't he make our right deeds supersede our wrong deeds? What is left? بينما هم كذلك. As they are in this discussion, a light comes from above them. The whole of Jannah is covered by it. They raise their heads and the Lord Allah Jalla Subhanah is in presence above them. So they look up, Subhan al-Khaliq. Can you imagine the honor? Allah Rabbul Izzah says, Ya Ahl al-Jannah, Salamun alaykum. Peace be unto you, O dwellers of Jannah. So they say, Allahumma anta